Hey there, welcome to 4-Minute Friday, and this week's sales tip is a two-part sales questioning technique that'll help you not only close more business, but I actually believe help you create that motivation for the customer to take action sooner, which means you bring in your deals quicker. Now, as I said, this is 4-Minute Friday, and in case you haven't joined me before, it's literally where I take a few minutes on a Friday to share with you a sales tactic, strategy, or tip, or something that'll help you close more business. And in case you don't know me, my name is Conway. I am the creator of Top Line Transformation, which is a framework and system that I've developed to help sales teams typically see about a 33% increase in sales in just 90 days. And for the last 25 years, I've worked all over the world with some of the biggest technology brands, helping them with their sales enablement and sales effectiveness, and that's what I do. Okay, so back to this week's 4-Minute Friday. So the two-part questioning technique is really about taking customer on a journey and putting some measurable value around the difference between where they are now and where they want to be. Sometimes we call this the current state, their future state, the pain, the gain, the as is, the to be, depending which sales book you might have read. It has a different name, but fundamentally it's the same thing. This is what I cover in Top Line Transformation, actually, and using my ultimate sales script. It's about developing this gap, this value gap between where the customer is and where they want to go. So the question you need to ask, first of all, you need to identify what is the challenge, obviously. So let's say a customer says, we want to increase market share. All right, not happy with what it is now, or we've been losing market share and we want to increase it. The two-part questioning technique you need to then use is, okay, so market share, what is it now? What do you want it to be? Customer says to you, we're trying to increase average order values. That's great. What is it now? What do you want it to be? It's as simple as that, and as simple as that sounds, do not underestimate its power. Because when a customer says to you, we're trying to reduce customer attrition, you just ask, what is it now? What do you want it to be? Because it's that gap where the value is. Because you also need to, as part of this, you need to understand that it is a big enough problem. The customer says, well, we lose two customers a day, we'd like to get it down to one. It's maybe not that compelling. Customer says we're losing 500 customers a day and we want to get it down to 10, that's a big gap, and therefore there's a lot of value. If you can help them do that and achieve those outcomes, then that's a significant value that you will deliver, and you're starting to put some measurable value around that. You're able to quantify it, and that's one of the things I always teach. Quantify, don't just qualify. So if you can quantify that value, and the customer's talking that through with you, as I said, not only does it create the compulsion for the customer to do something, but more often that motivation to do it now. So that's it for this week. It's a really simple sales questioning technique. What is it now? What do you want it to be? It gives you an idea of where they are, where they're trying to go, and how big a problem they're dealing with, which, as I said, gives you insight into whether they're prepared to do something about it. So that's it for today. Please do like, share, and comment. If you've literally got one more minute, I just want to share with you one other thing, if you can hang on for a few seconds. On the 11th of April, that's 2023, in case you're watching this on YouTube and it's a year old, I'm going to be running 3 small boot camps, actually on the 11th, 12th and 13th. 3 bite-sized sales boot camps to go through some elements of the Top Line Transformation program. But the things that I believe will give your sales organization, or you as an individual contributor, a real boost in your sales performance as we go into the next sales year. And I appreciate for some of you that may not be your sales year, but here in the UK, 1st of April tomorrow, it's a new sales year for many of us, and that first quarter can be so important when setting the year up for success. So a series of boot camps. I'm only charging £97 per person, so really cheap, I have to say, high value, but low price point. And I'm doing this because I just want to kind of give back a little bit. I recognize that a lot of the companies I work with, they don't have the deep pockets of companies like Adobe and Palo Alto Networks or Snowflake. These are some of the multi-billion-dollar companies I've worked with just the last few weeks. You don't have the deep pockets or the training budgets that they have. So for a small price point, just to get the year off to a great start, I'm running a series of boot camps. So just go, I'll put a link actually below this video. Just go to the webpage. There's more information there, and where you can sign up your sales team or individually, if you so wish, to attend those boot camps. And I promise we're going to look at how do we construct a really powerful value-based sales conversation. We're going to look at prospecting and how do you fill your pipeline with new opportunities or extend your stakeholder base to help you increase the number of influencers you have, which can help you close more deals. And we're also going to look at pipeline management as well and pipeline optimization. So if you're a sales manager, that one in particular, I think you'll love it, because forecasting accuracy is a pain of all our lives as we haven't been a sales manager, and if we can get people better at forecasting and bringing deals in when they say they will, then there's untold benefits to that, not only to you but also to the business when it comes to cash flow, etc. Anyway, more about that on the website and the link below, and obviously there, but just want to give some insight into the three sort of areas that we're going to cover throughout those 3 boot camps at a very effective and attractive price point. May not do this ever again, never done it before, but as I said, I kind of just want to give back and just get this year off to a fantastic, or the next quarter off to a fantastic start. So that's it. Anyway, links below. Thanks for your time. It's been lovely to spend some time with you again, as always, on a Friday. Have a great weekend, and more importantly, use that 2-part questioning technique next week, and let's see an explosion in your sales performance. I'm Brian Conway. This has been 4 Minute Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.